Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. It is Thursday, the 18th of January. This is your morning setup. So we have a bullish market here this morning. We're going to go over it. Sentiment is in our favor here. The futures are up. We closed strong yesterday. We had that big market on close by, and there's been a lot of bullish analyst activity this morning. So from an economic standpoint, we have housing starts at 8:30, jobless claims at 8:30. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, crude report at 11 o'clock, 10-year tips auction. You got Bostic scheduled to speak not once, but twice because he's oh so nice. All right, let's jump into it. So, the last couple of days have been weak and have not felt very good here in the market, but we've been talking about how we're staying in the range and came off the lows yesterday. And look, here we are pushing up, up, and up. And you can see here, we're already back above the 21 day and we're pushing for the 8 day on the ES and still within this channel. Nothing's changed. Right, and that's the thing to realize. We're trading in a range. Ranges are designed to wear everybody out, to wear bulls out, to wear bears out. That's why we do these. They do these there to get everybody worn out. All right. On the NQs, even stronger, back above the 8 day, almost back up into this area. You have this big area here from like 16,690 all the way up here to roughly 17,048. Crude. Nice push up this morning. We'll see how it can do here. 50-day still the next area there. Holding the lows, but not going anywhere. We want it to stay weak. Bonds remain weak, not good for the markets. Rates are up. Gold has been weak and out of play. Bitcoin, after that big move last week on the ETF announcement, we've been weak and still trading back down into the lower end of this range. Not much going on there. Excuse me. The VIX. Back in the Bollinger Band. Yesterday closed outside of it, back in it here. We'll see if it stays back in it. That's risk on. HYG, not a good candle yesterday, so not great there. The transports remain very weak. And the other problem child for the market's been the dollar, which has strengthened again. We don't want this to continue. The dollar can stay down here and the market's fine, but if it continues to strengthen, it could signal further problems. So nice to see if it come back down here. We'd like to get down this 102.50 area, maybe kind of hang out down around there. Okay, let's talk about sentiment because that's where the big changes have come in, and this is why it's in our favor. Hopefully, they don't take it all away from us pre-market. So first of all, on the NASDAQ here this morning, the oscillator is negative 276. We are at a very nice signal here on the NASDAQ. You can see this is an area we look for a bounce. So NASDAQ oscillators in our favor. The New York Stock Exchange, negative 214, 215 area here, also slightly in our favor now, right? Getting that nice good signal there. Your advanced decline lines, the IWM of small caps continue to be the weak spot here on us. The Dow holding up, the SPY rolled over finally, and that's the one thing is breadth yesterday was not good. So that's the negative we have going for the market. We'll go into that now. Breadth turned down here, leading down on the New York Stock Exchange and has been leading down for a bit on the NASDAQ, which has been weaker, and you can see the difference. This is an all-time low on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ nowhere near on the New York Stock Exchange at all-time highs. And the put to call remains slightly in our favor. It's just into the bearish zone here, right? Usually we like up here for reversals, but right now we're just barely in the bearish zone. So sentiment has moved more into our favor here at this point. The market currently trading just under 474 here on the S&P 500. And if we're going to be any good today, first thing you have to do is retake the 8 day. The 8 day right here, that's check one. Above that, you push up. By the way, you finish filling your gap here. Your gap closes at 474.93. Then you can push up to the next level, which would be the top of that candle, 476.61. And then, hey, there's 478.60 and your all-time high of 479.98. So if we want to push up, if today is a head fake, you come back down, see if we continue to hold the 21 day and we continue to hold yesterday's lows. That would be a little bit of a higher low, by the way, if you're looking at that here, if that's the hold, see what we can do from here. All right, let's get into it. Where we start. We're going to start off with the semis this morning. Taiwan Semi just had a monster report. Big beat. They guided up 20% for the year. They're talking about opening multiple factories, new plants, talking about AI. So you have a nice move up here, and it's jumped up here, and it's into this 108 area, 80 now. So nice big move here on this one, and you're going to see, all right, this brings us all the way up to this level right here. 107.97. This is an area we struggle at. Above that, you have room to 110.69 if it wants to go. This is a big move. So don't let this fool you. This is a big, big move on this name. We'll see if it holds it. Taiwan Semi has a history on earnings of gapping up and coming down, so we'll keep an eye on it. But I like this, and this is a good move here on this one. So we'll keep an eye on Taiwan Semi today for a move up into that 110 area. Saying hold my beer is Nvidia. Nvidia Tigris out last night. I hate when analysts do this. They raised their price target from 560 to 790 before earnings. You have a big pop here on it already at 570.75, which is a new all-time high. I have room to 574.60 today. It's arbitrary number, a little bit based on fib stuff. We'll see where that can go today. But anyway, if it wants to push, we'll keep it on this. I do not like keep chasing the same names. And the one thing I don't like about this market right now is it's very narrow. It's very name driven. It's great for picking stocks, but it's the same names, and that's the problem. So we'll keep an eye on that one to see if it can run today. If it drops in, it's got plenty of room back to the AEMA. It's very extended here again. AMD saying, hey, what about me? My price target was raised to 185 from 130 at Cowen. It's trading up into the 165 area. Guess what? Right now, that's going to be a new all-time high, 164.46. We talked in the room 2 days ago that maybe it wants the all-time high. Didn't take it very long to get there. Again, hot and extended. This is the problem. These names are up a lot. They're extended. We'll see how it handles it. But again, Taiwan Semi coming out saying business is good because it's building all these AI chips for these guys. Right? Microsoft saying, hey, don't forget about me. Microsoft, after opening at a new all-time high on Tuesday, dropped down, up nicely this morning at 394.30 and is at a new all-time high after an upgrade from Exane. Another one, slightly extended, maybe not as much. I have 395.65, and we'll see if we can push above there today. Apple got a upgrade here from Bank of America. So it's been all bad news for Apple. Bad news, bad news, bad news. Yesterday, more bad news. And then boom, it's, when you have a name like Apple that has tons of bad news, it just thing rockets up very quickly. Already trading into the 186 area. So it's already all the way up into here off of that. So you have a big gap at 188.44. We'll keep an eye on Apple today. The 21 days sitting in here, it's trading right in below it right now at 188. And we'll see if it wants to push up into these areas at 50 days at 189.32. Again, 5-minute rule, guys, on all these. See how they hold it. Shop this morning got a bunch of nasty action on it. They got a downgrade over at Exane to underperform. It got a price target raised to 70 from 30 at Barclays. Well, 70 is below where it is. I would leave Shop alone. Maybe there's a huge short, but if the market's strong, it probably doesn't go anywhere today. Schwab caught a bunch of price target reduction and downgrades this morning off of yesterday's lackluster earnings. So we'll see what that does. I'm going to bring up PayPal. Yesterday, PayPal had a huge move. We'll see if it wants to continue today. 60.24, there's a little bit of a gap there. You can see it's trading right into it already pre-market. That gap can go and close at 61. So a little bit of a gap there to go fill, and then room up to the 62 area if that one wants to continue going. So what else we got to talk about? Boeing this morning. Can't stop there. Boeing this morning, news out that the ASCA Airlines, the Indian airline, just ordered 150 more 737 MAX jets. So Boeing, despite all the bad news, trying to push up into the 207.50 area here. Give it 5, see how it holds. Yesterday, it came off the lows, but didn't do very much. Way off the 8-day still, could easily go up and kiss this first gap. This first gap is sitting here at the 211 area, if it wants 210.98 to be exact. All right, so those are my focuses today. That doesn't mean I'm not interested in Meta, which is up strong. Sheryl Sandberg leaving the board. All right, she's had enough. You can see it trading up into 372. There might be a trade on this one. I have room to 330, 373.60. Same thing with Amazon and Google this morning. Amazon here off the lows, trading into 152.60. We'll see if this one wants to push up. Right now, it's just above the 8-day. It's got to hold that and then room up into the 155.45 area. Same thing with Google, another one that can run off of this. Okay, Google up this morning, trading up into the 142 area, just right up here. And then I have room to 144.15. Bottom line, looks bullish today. Looks like they're coming back for the big tech day names. Give it 5 minutes. Make sure this holds. There's been a lot of head fakes on this market as we've been going here. So catch everybody in the room live at 9 if you want to join us. Link in the description below, smartoptiontrading.com. We'd love to have you.